Hello, welcome back to John's Fiddle Lessons at BluegrassDaddy.com. We're learning Boil the Cabbage Down, and this is Lesson 3. Now, Lesson 3 puts us squarely in intermediate land. And so Lesson 1 was on double stops. Lesson 2 was on the shuffle. But Lesson 3, we get into what's called the double shuffle, which is a very commonly used device in fiddling. And then we're going to go back and revisit the shuffle, but this time we're going to play it with eighth notes, and we're going to slur it like the Cajun shuffle, but with single notes. And so you won't really hear the shuffle except that it's within the bowing. So it's like we're playing a noted song with a shuffle bowing pattern, and it's the way that fiddlers play fast tunes with without sounding too picky by bowing every note its individual bow stroke, and without sounding too slurred with doing long bows with lots of notes on them. A shuffle bowing pattern gets that long, short, short, long, short, short, long in with all your notes, and it's just a really great medium. And it's also a way to put the right hand bowing into your muscle memory when you're playing a shuffle pattern. It's something that can be shuffled to the back of your brain while you're concentrating on the notes with the left hand. And so that's the second reason for using the shuffle pattern with the bowing. And last of all, we're going to play a common shave and a haircut ending just to end this song. So first of all, let's talk about the double shuffle. Now the double shuffle, let me just play it on E string and the A string. It's a real common bowing device, and it consists of two low notes and a high note. Now, unlike the shuffle, these aren't quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth. These are all eighth notes. So each note that we play during the double shuffle gets the same length as every other note. And so we're going to do that with the song, Boil the Cabbage Down. Now, let's look at measures 1 through 4. You might notice that on the A string, we're playing the same melody. 2, 3, 2, 1. And on the E string, again, we're playing 0, 1, 0, 0, like we've done before with the double stops and with the shuffle. But this time we're kind of cutting it up, and we're playing a down, up on the A, then a down on the E, an up, down on the A, then an up on the E, then a down, up on the A. And so let's play very slowly this first measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. Down on the E. 2, 2. Up on the E. 2, 2. That sounded good. Let's go on to the next measure, measure 2. Again, we slide our fingers into the D chord, which is third finger A, first finger E, and we keep them there. Even though we're not playing them at the same time, we want to keep them there, because if we try to shift back and forth, there's not time for that. So we keep the chord. Now we're going to begin with a down bow on the E string first finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 3. Up 1, 3, 3. Down 1, up 3. Now with no pause at all, we jump directly into measure 3. Measure 3 is similar to measure 2, but you see we start the pattern in a different place. We start on the second low note. And so it begins with the 2 down bow A string. We're playing the third measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, up E open, 2, 2, down E open, 2, 2, up E open. And to finish the pattern, if you've noticed in measures 1 through 4, even though the measure may begin on a low string or the high string, It's always, if you look across, if you tie the whole thing together, it's always low, low, high, 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 low, low. So it's always two lows, one high. And so we're going to continue the pattern with the fourth measure. It starts with a down bow, 1 A, and the E is open. So get it ready to play both notes at once, even though you're going to really, in actuality, only play one at a time. So here we go. Fourth measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, E down, up, down, E open up, down on the 1A, up. So we have all four measures there. I'm going to play through it sort of fast, so you'll hear what it sounds like once you get it up to about half speed. And so that's kind of what we're shooting for. I know it sounds really hard right now, but with a lot of practice, you'll start getting there and you'll learn how to do this shuffle pattern. It's the same shuffle bowing used on lots of different tunes, including Backup and Push and the Orange Blossom Special. So when we get into our more advanced songs, you'll have this practice behind you. So let's play this entire line, measures 1 through 4 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, E open down, E open up, 2, 2, 1 down, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. Now back to 2 and O. E open up bow, 2, 2, down on the E, 2, 2, up on the E, 1, 1, down on the E, 1, 1, up on the E, 1, 1. Now you can see that we've ended with two low notes, so if we continue this pattern, our next note is going to be a high note. And so it is. Let's scroll down to measure 5. More of the same on measures 5 through 8. So what I'm going to do is not go over this part measure by measure. Let's play measures 5 through 8 the first time all the way through. But let's take a look at measure measure 8. It's just a shuffle. On the A string like we've seen before. So let's do it all together. We're on a down bow on measure 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E down, 2, 2. E up, 2, 2. E down, 2, 3 down, 1 up, 3, 3, 1 on the E string down, 3, 3, 1 up, 2, 2, E down, 2, now 1 down, E open up, then back to A, down, down, now shuffle, O, 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 O. Okay, let's move on, after you've practiced that a few times, to measure 9. Now measure 9, you'll see some familiar bowing. If you look down there, it says long. You see long for a quarter, a down bow quarter note, and then up, down for eighths, an up bow for a quarter, and then down, up for 2 more eighths. This bowing pattern is the shuffle pattern, but it's played with lots of eighth notes. And so let me sort of play this line all the way through so you get sort of a feel for what it sounds like. And so you see that the notes sound to be continuous, but the shuffle is playing a shuffle pattern. It begins with a very commonly used fingering position, which is D4 and A open. They're playing the same note. Here's D4. Here's A open. And that's our first down quarter note. And now up, down, up. We'll go up, down on a 0 to 1. And then we'll play up and we'll slur 2 to O. And then down, up, 1 to 2. So let's play this line together, beginning with the fourth finger, D, A open, for a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down, up. So if you have the hang of that, let's see if we can play all the way through measure 9 through 10, 11, 12. Okay? So we're going to play that whole line together really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 1 down, 2, O on the up bow, down, 2, 3, down bow, up, E open down, 1 on the up bow, 3 down, 1 up, O down to 1. Now up, open, down, 2, 1 on the up bow, down, up, 1 down to slur to 2. Now up, down, 3 high on the D to 2, 1 to 3 high. 3 high is on the D string there between the blue and the orange. So that can be very challenging. So practice it slowly by yourself and then see if you can play that line along with me. Now once we have that line, we can move down to measure 13. And I'm going to play measure 13 through 16 just the same way we did there. You'll see some similarities, so hopefully when you're ready for 13, it'll be much easier than when you learn 9 through 12. So let's begin with a down bow. On the fourth finger, D, A open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, 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 up. So that is measures 9 through 16, playing eighth notes by slurring the quarters within the double shuffle pattern, or the shuffle pattern. All right, let's finish out this page of tablature. And this is pretty much a famous or a very common shave and a haircut ending. And let's see if you can just play it all the way through with me. Starting on the E string, third finger, measure 17, we're going to go all the way to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, up, down, open, up, now down, up, 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 down, 3 high up, 1 down, and then an up bow with a D fourth finger and the A open. Here it is a little faster, so as you begin to speed up, you'll know what it sounds like. And so that can be a double shuffle ending or a shuffle pattern ending that follows the shave and the haircut timing. So now you've finished Boil the Cabbage Down. Meet me on the metronome portion of page 3.